Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zakk.
And we're back here with The Walking Dead, Season 1, Episode 4, I believe, right?
Sans Jamie.
Yes, Jamie is not here, but he's going to be contributing to the channel in other ways. He won't be here for a couple weeks. Anyways, so guys, Zachary, sorry, what happened last time?
Well, last time they were attacked by all these Purge wannabes.
Oh, those red bastards.
Yeah, and so that left Negan and Maggie alone with the wounded guy.
Yeah.
So they take wounded guy to the church.
Yeah.
This church they find, and they don't elect to, but he volunteers and pretty much points out that they better leave him behind so they can make better time.
Yeah.
To get the supply cache. So Maggie ends up deciding it's best to leave him.
Yeah.
And in the other part of the world,
and Negan's kind of like, you got to make the hard choice.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah.
And just kind of putting him on the spot because of the shit that he did. And they're only there because of what he did.
Yeah.
But you still got to make the choice.
Yeah. And we don't find out anything about the Commonwealth storyline either.
Not yet. We got a lot of that in the episode prior.
Yeah. I'm just legitimately kind of interested now.
Well, they're getting both, feeding both dogs.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, then let's just jump in. Yeah, we're back in the beginning, right?
It's taking us back to Daryl.
Okay.
This looks like a guy that would scrounge around the apocalypse, doesn't he?
He does.
The shadow. It's right there.
You're right about that.
Part of me thinks this is where a dog would die. Maybe obviously a woman.
Maybe it's that chick he was with during the years he was looking for Rick.
How would you feel about digging around in corpses?
I wouldn't like it at all. I could never be a
Especially
mortician?
zombie corpses.
She obviously knows him.
Yeah, they were running up to get him.
Yeah.
She was holding them back.
Imagine casting someone like you could have really expressive eyes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Won't be a cunt, lady. Hey.
You alone?
Is anybody with me?
Who are they? You one of them?
No. One what? Come on.
I always thought he liked you better.
Look, I don't know who you're fighting, but I am not part of it.
Fucking assholes.
Purge bastards.
I came back for you. I looked everywhere for you. I'm sorry you ended up with these people.
These people are my family. What about your family, Daryl?
My family picked the wrong fight with the wrong people a long time ago.
You're filthy.
Wipe yourself off. You did.
You're bleeding.
The waterboard kind of.
Are they still out there? I don't know.
Bullshit.
Enough! I said stop.
He'll crack. I just need a little more time.
I've given you enough
One of
time.
those guys. One time, man.
I said up.
You guys want to waterboard someone for
I know.
for months.
God damn it!
Fuck.
The one we answer to won't be so nice.
Lord is forgiving as I am.
The Emperor's coming here?
Go ahead, kill me if you want. I got nothing else to say.
This motherfucker's always getting caught and locked up. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Is that you?
God damn it. You fool.
The others, are they okay? Just because we shared a bag of grain does not make me give a shit about you. You need to shut up. Leave me alone. Got it? I got it, yeah. Asshole.
I'm playing along.
Look at he caught on.
Yeah.
I've never lied to you. Never, Liam. I'd help you if I could. You know I would.
I couldn't save him. I tried.
It's okay, son. You did the right thing.
Motherfucker's gonna turn if you're not careful.
God, he's here. He's angry. I'm angry.
That's not the guy you want to make angry.
Feel that? Make them feel our wrath.
He's kind of cool.
Well, you get that mustache, man. You break out the stash, especially with the bald head, it just stands out. Except unless you're Tom Selleck. That fucking stash shines no matter where you are or what kind of hairstyle you have.
One of my brothers is dead. Michael was like me, and he didn't have a family, and he's dead.
Y'all attack them.
I know.
I can't help you save yourself. I still care about you, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you. He's angry about Turner. And he wants someone to pay.
Maybe they gave Negan's name or something.
One of their soldiers slipped up and he was gonna go meet 36 of their fighters. That's way more than the 15 you got here.
He is carrying a fucking blunderbuss.
What's a blunderbuss?
It's like a musket. Where you see that wide ass barrel in the end of it?
Oh, like in the movies? Like
Yeah, like the cartoons.
Yeah.
Go on then. Tell me. You find what you're looking for.
I told you he would be useful, and I was right. He's a lot like us.
I just see a guy who wants to get in your pants. Fine. I believe in you. More than the others.
I'm just standing right there.
Oh, I do sweat.
He just like goes, shoots him a look.
Is she playing him or playing Daryl?
Both, probably.
Hey!
So that liquid porn. Gasoline, maybe?
Yeah, was that a pry bar?
On the table. The eyes and the mustache and the skull cap. Just,
He's a serious man.
I know.
Forged by fire. Forged by fire.
Far.
Ordained by God. Believe in God?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Sit down.
Now, water like vodka or what?
Be great if it was vodka. Gin.
Settle down. We'll call your appropriate officer on your back.
Politicians. They wrote the checks. We weren't anything today. Just props. Props for your next campaign. They didn't know God. They never saw his face.
Daryl looks a little nervous.
Never been in a war like that. Seen that kind of chaos. And I had seen everything.
I knew he was going to say it like that.
Yeah.
Everything.
All that death, day after day after day. After a while, I started to feel like you. Everything burned around us. When the fires finally died down, I looked at my people. I could not believe it. Not a trace of blood. No burn marks. Not even a scratch. I chose you tonight.
Fucking burn the building down around him.
You came out of that fire alive and whole. Look at you now, sitting right here.
Remind me of Kevin's face the way he said that.
I've been through worse before.
Are you hungry?
He's fucking great. He's sweet on her. Sweet on her, and he loves the waterboard.
Yeah.
Took on his dating profile. Likes blondes.
Yeah.
Loves waterboarding.
Yep.
It's family now. He walked 10 miles with his dead brother on his back. You have any idea how grateful we are? Turner will have a proper burial. Are you still hurt? I just had one question. sir. Something's been bothering me. Your wounds
Or in your back.
are on your back.
Oh.
Come back with your shield or on it. Granted, there's all kinds of ways you can get hurt in the back, you know?
Today, God baptized you in that fire.
It's a hell of a man.
Made you one of us. Never turn your back on your brother.
You think coming around?
God doesn't only use fire as his baptism.
You know, throw that fucker in the fire or something. Something's coming.
It's also his wrath. Into the battle! We run into the fire! Away!
You just got initiated, man. You know.
Part of the initiation. Someone has to die.
Guys, that was a reaction. This is our discussion.
That was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, it was. You know, so Walking Dead, and as you know, it's just gone through a few different metamorphoses. Negan is one of the greatest characters in this show, and he had one of the weakest storylines.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all had pretty good villains, but Negan, I think, he was definitely the most acclaimed actor, and he was just a cool dude. Yeah, I mean, the governor was pretty cool. I like the governor.
Yeah, the governor was alright. Wanted to go down in history.
Yeah, he did. You know what's wrong with that? I was trying to decide, like, because this guy is electric. He's cool, but like, how interested? Pope, yeah. I'm trying to think how interested I am in the story, but he's so great, like I can't kind of look away.
Well, it reminds me, a lot of, was it Far Cry, where they did that game where it was like out west and there was this enclave of these hyper-religious people.
Yeah, I think it's Far Cry 5, and it takes place like in the south.
Yeah. Well, it kind of reminds me, because I feel like I've seen this trope before, where these fucking crazy religious nut jobs, you know, claim prominence after, you know, a devastating event in a post-apocalyptic world.
Apocalypse comes out. Now's our time, baby!
Well, I get it, because a lot of people will be drawn into religion more so because they're looking for hope. They're looking for reason. They're looking for some kind of solidarity.
Some collective, too.
Yeah. So I feel that way a little bit about him, but I like the actor's performance a lot.
Yeah.
I like his role. I like that they were mercenaries, former soldiers, veterans.
Yeah.
And that's how they did the dirty work, a lot of wet work for the military and the government. And then it turns out after the fall that the government turned on them.
Yeah. So
it kind of reminds me a little bit of Metal Gear Solid, kind of like that a little bit. But
yeah.
I really enjoy Wilford Brimley's performance here.
Yeah. Well, when you said that, I just thought, oh, it must be a guy I don't know. Sometimes Zakk would know guys that look like that. You know what I mean?
Because a guy used to do diabetes commercials, and he was like this heavy-set old guy with a big-ass mustache. Like, hello, I'm Wilford Brimley. I have diabetes.
Like I said, I haven't seen that commercial.
He's in Family Guy a lot, too. They always spoof that.
Really?
Yeah. I have diabetes.
One thing I like about his performance is he just, like, the writers, like, they allow these actors to kind of, the scene to breathe. Like, he says something and he kind of, like, he adjusts and just sits there for, like, 10 seconds.
This scene really reminded me, and it kind of goes back to Jaws and the scene where Robert Shaw, who plays Quint, is talking about the sinking of the USS Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Indianapolis? Maybe the Missouri.
Okay.
I think it was the Indianapolis.
Okay.
But he, you have to splice that up.
Yeah.
Cut it up a little bit. But he's talking about the boat. It was a U.S. carrier that hauled a atomic bomb.
Okay.
To be dropped on Nagasaki or Hiroshima or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole scene was talking about the shark's eyes, like Doll's eyes, and that scene takes you out of the movie into his story. And it seems like it just really reminded me of where that is.
Yeah, it's taking you out of it. Is you're like going back in time with him.
Yeah,
in
you're
a good
going
way.
back into his story. It's drawing you out of it.
Yeah.
And it's just really reminded me of that kind of masterful cinematography and performance and the writing.
No, yeah. So I completely agree because I kept thinking like I almost forgetting we're in The Walking Dead, and I'm just like there's just Daryl who's a guy who's surviving, and you might not even know anything else about him. But he falls
even zombies.
He falls.
He doesn't even talk about the zombies.
It hasn't had one. There wasn't one zombie in this episode, either. Yeah.
No.
So that was real funny when he's in a cage. Like, shut up, man! I don't know you.
No.
Christ.
The thing about Pope, going back to that though, is he's very intense.
Yeah.
The mustache, the dark eyes,
Mm-hmm.
the glasses, the look,
Yeah.
the fucking watch cap. I mean,
Yeah.
It just looks like a very like when he's standing outside on the catwalk.
Yeah,
after
it's like
the fire.
and it's humorous because we think that stuff's funny, but it's an intense thing.
It is.
Yeah.
He just looks like a very intense man. And
Yeah,
it's-
I have to say, like, it was like the last 2 minutes, I was like really bought into now Daryl's storyline is going to be with this group. And I don't like all my fucking characters separated, and because now we have basically 3 storylines, or 4. We have the people back.
Daryl, you have Negan and
Maggie.
and then you have
We have-
Carol and the people with the camp,
Yeah,
and then you have the people with the Commonwealth.
yeah. I love Negan and Maggie, and now I've decided because of the greatness of that guy and the writing and the atmosphere, like you
Pope.
said, Pope. Yeah, like I'm really wondering. Now I'm afraid for him and Leah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, they're gonna obviously probably try to get the hell out of here.
I'm just wondering. I would imagine the storyline developing into where that group, the chosen ones, are going to be in conflict with the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
The Commonwealth is a government that's forming.
How big? I feel like the
In the
Commonwealth.
aftermath.
Yeah,
I think they'd be bigger.
Yeah, they might be huge. So
Yeah. So, but these guys are professionals. Professional mercs. They
Yeah.
might be able to hold their own quite a bit.
yeah,
I don't know. They got separated and picked off one by one a few times by our cast.
yeah. Because
So-
we got a back turner.
Yeah.
Which we didn't see that scene. That fucking guy could have been telling the truth. I think his performance was leading us to believe that he was a coward.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they're nervous.
there's all kinds of reasons why you can get fucking shot in the back, or stabbed in the back.
You're running around in the dark and people are everywhere throwing knives and shit, and
Yeah.
shooting arrows. He could have been attacking someone and someone could have got him. In the car.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he still carried his brother on his back 10 miles.
well, maybe
That's
so
impressive.
he wouldn't look like a coward.
You just got the hell out of there.
Yeah, we're just not coming
Your
back.
brother's dead, and it's like, well, I mean, I don't know if it was they're calling each other brothers and sisters. I don't know if it was really his brother,
No, probably not.
but just get the hell out of there.
Well, if now that maybe he's never burned anybody to death before.
These guys have to have a lot of conviction to be around that guy
I
and
would
still be a
imagine.
believer.
What a fucking.
Well, I feel like Leah is in over her head. I mean, at least
probably.
yeah,
Daryl might be too. I mean, this is a pretty intense scenario with professional mercenaries and
yeah,
fucking religious nuts. So.
yeah. So I touched on it in the reaction. Relationships in apocalypse. That'd be a hard thing.
Yeah,
they're-
they're bad enough now.
they're hard-
Just imagine what it'd be like with things trying to eat you.
You'd have all these trauma bonds, though. You know what I mean? It's like you might not have for like a blossoming love, but there'd be, copy.
So instead of it being sewn together neatly, it's like welded together through strife and fire. And
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. Rick and his wife, Carl's mom. What the fuck's her name?
I don't remember. Remember she died.
But they were having all that tension, and this is before I think she died, because they're basically talking about love and getting divorced, and they're like joking around. What are we going to do? Split the assets? They just start laughing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's apparent that like the relationship is transformed.
Yeah.
I'm in. I just the meta view of everything is I just want this whole.
It does seem very messy for the final season.
Yeah, I just want it to end well, and this showrunner has proven that.
Unless it's developing for the film.
Yeah, there's that, and Daryl and Carol are going to have a spinoff. It's been confirmed.
Yeah.
So, but I still want like the legacy of like this show, which started it all, to end well, because it got bad and it got really good, and I want it to stay.
Just end on a note that leaves you excited for the movies.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we got to have something with Rick. We got to have something with those movies involved. We have to. I think we got to
Yeah,
tie it
movies
into like the fucking helicopter that carried him off
Yeah,
and all.
well, maybe that's where he'll come back in the second film. Not the first film, it'd be too soon.
Well, the
Second
first film, I think it's his. I think like the movies are about him. I
Well, it
think.
shouldn't be.
What's the first one about?
The people that live through this, I don't know.
Yeah, guys, I don't have too much else to say. There was a part where speaking in tongues, which is interesting. Because speaking in tongues when we see it in like a modern setting in churches, like in my experience, they've always been kind of like evangelical churches, which like they emphasize. That guy is acting like a Catholic. Evangelical churches, a lot of times they emphasize the love of God and the forgiveness and the joy of the Lord, right? And it's interesting because I've been in situations where like I've been in churches and I've been like looked at for not speaking in tongues. But I was always kind of a Bible study guy, and to me it was always really apparent that you kind of, when those, in Acts when the Holy Spirit came and gave all these spiritual gifts to people, that was prominently used at that time period because the gospel was spreading and there's all these different languages, so you had to be able to talk to people in different languages. Makes a lot of sense, right? Like there was never like a just speaking it and you don't know what the hell you're saying.
Well, I'm not religious anymore, but when I used to be, and when I used to read about that shit, I thought that there was a stipulation in there that you had to have a translator.
Yeah. Paul writes a letter, says, hey guys, you're just speaking in tongues, going crazy. You have a translator. And I've been in situations where literally like the church is going against like a book in the Bible.
Yeah.
And they're saying, oh, well, that was different. That was, we're praying in the Spirit. So I saw him do it. And
makes me wonder.
And there wasn't a translator. I'm like, oh, this guy, Pope, doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah.
Null and void.
Yeah.
No, it makes me wonder, though, you're talking about they're using tongues to speak to these people in different languages, but if you had to have a translator, then someone's got to fucking translate what they're saying anyway, in the language that those people speak.
Well, the idea that, like, these disciples were given spiritual gifts, but when you're in church, you're supposed to, like, when someone stands up and speaks it, you gotta have a translator, A, because I think it's part of the rule, and B, because you might have a mixture of languages. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, like other accounts is like, okay, I can talk to 4 or 5 people, they all speak different languages, I'm saying the same thing, and they all hear me in their tongue. I think it's kind
guess that's the idea. But...
Yeah. So, but, like, I don't think it's like, we're singing.
It's like you start speaking in tongues, but this one guy's I'm just not hearing it, guys. I'm not hearing it.
That's how I felt.
And
because
I believe... guy's like, he starts... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I believe when I was around it, I didn't feel authentic. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, other than that, like I just wanted to point that out.
Everybody in the room spoke fucking English. That's why, and the guy doing it spoke English.
Well, I'm thinking like I'm not.
I was there.
You're not Hebrew, and I'm not Greek. Like I don't need to.
I was there when they were doing it, and it's like unnecessary.
Well, it felt, the thing I hate the most, emotional.
Emotional and inauthentic.
Yeah, it felt inauthentic. I'm in for this storyline, and I'm hoping this show can wrap up in a satisfying way. I don't have anything else to say to you.
No.
Guys, thanks a lot. We're out. Guys, thank you for sticking around for the reaction and the discussion. If you like us and you want to support us, just like and subscribe. Hit that notification and leave a comment down below. We appreciate it. Make sure you go check out all our other reactions as well. So...